Chase and I played tennis together for the first time today. It all started when I asked him to play basketball with me, but what we didn't realize was how hard it would be to find an open basketball court on Easter Sunday. At each park we went to, there was nowhere to park our car, and there were so many people. More people than I'd ever seen at these parks before. After checking 2 different parks, it became clear that this was not the day to go play basketball. While driving home, Chase suggested we play tennis at our apartment complex, which I thought was an awesome idea. I was so glad that we were still going to play together, and that I was going to try something new that I was really interested in. When we got to the tennis court, I wanted to play with all 3 balls in the tube, but Chase wanted to play with a single ball. I don't really know why tennis balls come in packs of 3, but I just figured it would be more fun to have all 3 out at the same time. I'm glad I was able to convince him that it would be more fun, because it was. Since neither of us already knew how to play tennis, or even bothered to look up the rules, we got to make up our own games. I really think it's more fun to play around and experiment. Playing without a rigid rule set brings so much more variety, creativity, and discovery. First, we started playing something similar to what my vague idea of tennis would look like. As we discovered what worked and what was fun, we continued to make changes as we played more and more. Sometimes, while the ball was in mid-flight towards me, Chase would call out a new rule. I loved the spontaneousness and would happily try my best to go along with it. His rules were really fun and motivating. We played really well together, and I really appreciated the flexibility and fluidity of the many varieties of games that we played. I discovered a really fun and helpful side game where I tried to keep track of all 3 balls while still playing the main game. I would try and make sure that they didn't all end up on my side of the court at once. After I shared the idea with Chase, he also wanted to play it. It really helped to keep things moving and prevented a lot of downtime. Balls still did get lost though. This one here was a real mystery since we were pretty sure neither of us hit a ball over the fence. We had to stop and walk the perimeter to find this one. A more personal side game I started playing involved protecting my racket. I really like my tennis racket and wanted to take care of it. Even though I can be very enthusiastic and impulsive, I didn't mess it up this time. Hopefully I'll continue to play this particular game well. One of my favorite main games was a purely cooperative one, where we just tried to hit the ball as good as we possibly could for the other person. The idea was that if we got good enough to reliably hit one ball back and forth, we could eventually try adding a second ball. We didn't play long enough to get that good at it though. Chase got tired out long before I was ready to stop playing. Even after taking breaks, he just had enough for the day. I can't believe I was all like, 10 more minutes, please. I also can't believe he actually said yes. I was having so much fun playing, I just didn't want to stop. He said we could play until 4 p.m., which is actually like 12 minutes. I was pretty happy about that. I had my speaker playing music from Friday Night Funkin' Mid-Fight Masses, which is an awesome game by the way. It was especially cool to play tennis to that music because the music goes back and forth and so does the ball while running around. Speaking of fun sounds, we discovered the sound just playing around while we took a break from playing. Okay. After we were done playing, I realized how much of a mess my racket ended up making on my hand. I googled it, and there is something called grip tape that is made for tennis rackets that could make it nice again for $10. There's another one for $5, but I think this color is better for it. On our way back through the apartment complex, we had to carry a lot of stuff. Sunscreen, water bottles, tennis rackets, balls, my speaker, our phones. I think next time we go to play, I'll bring a bag to make things easier. Since it was our first time playing at the tennis court together, we had to figure out how to get back to the apartment on the other side of the complex. I was looking down at my phone following Chase the whole time, and we ended up going the wrong way. It's a large apartment complex, and there are fences between some of the buildings, so we had to turn around. And so I put my phone away and took the lead. I was maybe 95% sure we were going to end up where I expected, but there was still that little bit of uncertainty that made it fun and rewarding when we did make it back. It was a really nice time, and I really look forward to us playing more together. I really hope Chase will start to play longer as he gets better used to being active.